Hey guys, it's Ice Warrior 99 here. Today we'll be doing my top 10 Doctor Who stories of all time. And at number 10, The Sensorites. Now, this is probably when I should put my disclaimer. These are all my opinions. Do not let them affect yours in any way. But just know these are my opinions. But anyway, The Sensorites. One of the first classic stories I watched. I think one of the first 10. But I really liked it. I liked the Sensorites. They were something different from the New Moon villain, which is Baddie of the Week. Whereas these were a bit more intelligent and pointed out they're not the bad guys. Part 1 is it could be part of any story, but the parts 2 plus gets better. Most people only like part 1 though, but my opinion, this is my 10th favourite story. Number 9, The Zygon Invasion / The Zygon Inversion. Now this two-parter is one of my favourite. Well, there's quite a few Capaldi episodes on this list, but it is a wonderful story. I loved it since it was first broadcast. In fact, I think I'd only just watched. No, actually. So I'd seen The Day of the Doctor and thought, quite cool, like the villains. But this cemented the Zygons firmly as one of my favourite villains. Also, I love all Peter Harness stories. But yeah, that's number 9. Now on to number 8. Another 12th Doctor story now, The Caretaker from Series 8. Although I was a bit iffy for the first series with the 12th Doctor, this made me think, yeah, he's the Doctor, not any defining moment, just I can imagine the Doctor in this sort of situation. And boy, do I love the Skovok Splitzer. I also like this sort of costume, but anyway, it was a story I loved. That's number 8. Now on to number 7, The Ice Warriors. Right, I love this more than the debut is brilliant. I love it. It's a wonderful 6-part story by Brian Hales. I think that's how you pronounce his name. It's much, much better than the next Ice Warrior story. Ice Warrior story, The Seas of Death. It's just the original was the best. Yep. On to my next one. Now, number 6, Rosa from Series 11. Yeah, if it wasn't this that got into my top 10, it'd probably be Resolution, because both of those are fantastic stories. But Rosa did it for me because it had that whole emotional thing. It was where it harked back to the classic series and then refreshed the format. It was so. I just love Rosa from start to finish, and every part about it was brilliant. Yeah, The Woman Who Fell to Earth was in my top 10 around a month ago, but then I changed my mind because there wasn't so much hype for the story anymore. But now, on to number 5, Terror of the Zygons. Yep, this is it. 5th favourite story. Just love it. The original, it's just, what's not to love? It's a wonderful Tom Baker story. It's a wonderful Zygon story. It's a wonderful Doctor Who story. It's not the best. Yeah, pacing's sometimes a bit slow, and it feels a bit Pertwee-ish, but I suppose it's one of the best stories. Number 4, The War Machines. I love this story. I found this such a gripping story. Like, you can debate with me in the comments about this is not a good story, but I will defend it. And next up, we're going on into the top 3 now. So, number 3 is The City of Death. I love The City of Death. It's such a light-hearted 4th Doctor story. And what's not to love, really? Douglas Adams. Number 2, probably the best season finale in modern Who. World Enough and Time and The Doctor Falls. World Enough and Time was a creepy start to introduce the reintroduced the Mondasian Cyberman, whereas the finale was a grand epic, a good bookend for the 12th Doctor's era. I've loved it ever since first watch. Now we go on to the big one, number 1. I've said this before on my channel, but Remembrance of the Daleks is my favourite story of all time. I just love every moment of it. It's wonderful by Ben Aronovich, and something tells me that Battlefield is going to be just as good, because I haven't actually watched that yet, or got it. But back onto Remembrance of Daleks. It's a lovely story, lovely 25th anniversary story. This should be instead of Silver Nemesis. It's a wonderful story. And that concludes my top 10. Put your top 10 in the comments down below.